Never heard the sound of rushing water this high up the bar trail. Hopefully you can see it here. Professor Sargent here with you. I'm on spring break, and I'm going to do some climbing. You've never done a climb like this before. It's kind of like learning. Well, we can go around that way instead of up those steep stairs, and we'll still get there. If you don't want to go all the way to the top, well, let's go halfway. First time I came here 6.5 years ago, I came up these steep steps. I was 60 pounds heavier, and I had to bail out right here. It's about the halfway point. Well, I kept coming back. Eventually, going along the bar trail, I got to the top, and eventually I could also, it took maybe a year and a half, I got to the top of the incline via the steep stairs. So, you can learn this. You can learn whatever's holding you back, try to identify it, and overcome it. You're almost there. You can do this. Hello, Professor Sargent here with you again. I'm at the top. But you know what? Today I'm gonna go further. So now, I'm not going to try to get there today, someday, but I am going to push further towards it and find out what the next mile or so is like. Learning, for example, you have to be able to explore, play, wander through the ideas, through the problems you're working on. Today, I have climbed further than I've ever climbed before. I'm at an elevation of 8,989 feet. I would have gone for 9,000, but I didn't want to bother the deer that crossed my path. So I'm headed back down now. Get back to helping people learn, make more videos over the weekend. let's see if I can get to a higher elevation today than I did a couple months ago. Try to get to at least 9,500 feet. Wish the professor luck. Here we go. Still lots of clouds behind me, but we can finally see a bit of the sun. And I'm on the quiet part of the trail now, seeing if I can get past 9,000 feet. A couple minutes later, just wanted to point out that now I can see the mountain peak. Zooming in. Oops, too far. Whoop, too far again. Anyway, there it is. Wow. Hello, nation. Gotta go a little bit further. Soon. When I get to the bottom, I have to buy that. Here, but maybe 10 minutes ago and a little earlier than that, there was snow. All you can see is the rain coming down. Okay, everybody on back there. Beginning of another adventure, July 1st, 2022. Last time I was here, about a month ago, went approximately 500 feet higher than I had previously. And now I'm going to see if I can get another 500 feet above that. So that'll be 1,500 feet in elevation above what is world famously known as the Manitou Incline. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to tell people that this looks like something from Easter Island, but it's been eroding. It looked a lot more like one 2 years ago. Hey, flat earthers, there's the curve for you. I wound up having to film flow lessons in the spring. We actually had a class that was already starting. This is where I turned around last time about a month ago. I'm at about 9,755 feet, and I'm going to try to go to another 3, 4, 500 feet higher up before I turn around. It rained last time. I think it's going to rain again, but this time I've got some layering and an umbrella. And again, if there's a lightning strike and it hits the umbrella, oh, you'll never see some of these videos. Later. This is beyond my furthest point from a month ago. Keep on going for a little bit longer. Like I'm in the jungle now. A colleague of mine tells me that if you want to drink the water from here, bring something along, and I think he said it was iodine to purify the water. But so I'm not trying to go all the way to the top. I just packed some cans and bottles to drink from. Hopefully I'm gonna be okay. Hopefully I can get to where I wanted to get to. Today's goal in half an hour, 45 minutes, and then head back down. There's another mile marker right here. And perhaps you might see how steep it has become on this last portion. And sign up here, which may be telling me that I'm almost at my goal. Let's walk up to that and find out. Guess I'll find out one way or another real soon. I can't be all that far away, even if it's not just right around the corner. It should still be pretty close. Right here, park camp. Please use footpaths. Supposed to use the motorcycle path. Yeah, like I'm gonna bring a motorcycle up here. Guess I've reached my goal. Maybe 550 feet above where I went last time. And if you are able to hear this, then you can hear a nice, really small stream. I mean, it's only about a foot wide, but it's moving fast. And I'm sitting on a little swing here. I think I'm going to rest for maybe 10 to 20 minutes before I head back down. I'm on my way back down. I won't film too much else, but even though we still have some thoughts here, I think we get a better view of back down. I'll fly out. Talk to y'all later. I'm back at the point that I turned around at a month ago. 9,500 to 9,600. Peak over there. Drop off down here. Not huge. I'm not gonna walk like that. So, and some big old boulders there. Must have been left by aliens or giants or something. Nah, just kidding. Those don't exist. Oh, looks like I'm here with you again. Well, an hour and a half, 2 hours away from completing the hike. As you can see, I'm soaked. At least, unlike last time, there wasn't any snow. Almost done. Now I'm back to the bottom. Might be able to see a rainbow behind it. Well, I'm home now, mostly dried out, super tired. Seems like Kiba Mew, the kitty, was anxious while I was away because she was going nuts when I got back. But see if she can calm down now. Gonna be in a lot of pain tomorrow. See if I can do a little bit to alleviate that beforehand. See what happens. Not sure how high I'm going to go today. Somewhere between 10,500 and 12,000 feet. And then let's see what happens. One of these days I think I'll take the train instead. But for right now, I'm trying to get to somewhere between 10,500 and 12,000 feet. And there's the peak right there. Train that goes to the peak as well. First half hour in. Looking to see if I can get to somewhere between 10,500 and 12,000 feet. Until 12,000 feet is the height where trees won't grow anymore. So this is a steep way known as the Manitou Incline. I've done this several times. 6 years or so. Today, I'm just sticking on the bar trail, trying to get to 10,500 to 12,000 feet. So I'm there. I've been at about an hour so far. A little bit past 9,000 feet in elevation, which is a personal milestone that I set back in March of this year. I'm going to film at the next two personal milestones as well. Minimum 100 feet higher than I was before, and maximum would be about 2,000 feet higher to get to the tree line, which is at 12,000 feet. The trail is not so bad over here, and the peak is visible. Not sure if you can see what I'm showing here. Right now, at a little bit above 9,500 feet in elevation. This is where I came around approximately 2 months ago, late May, early June of 2022, whenever that was, after that. And my next filming will be at Bar Camp, which is the personal milestone that I set for myself about a month ago. After that, we'll see how much further I can go for minimum of 500 feet in elevation above that to a maximum of 2,000 feet in elevation above that. See how it goes. camp again. Elevation somewhere between 10,100 and 10,200 feet. Really not sure how much longer I can keep this going. There's the main building for the camp itself. And here's what my ugly mug looks like at about 10,000 feet. So tired, not sure how much longer I'm going to go. This portion is getting a lot steeper again. I am past bar camp, maybe 15-20 minutes since I left. 10,400 feet in elevation. I'll check later. I think I'm going too much longer, maybe get to about 10,700 feet and get back down after that. 10,500 feet in elevation now. Back here, it's really hard to see. It's in between some lower peaks. That's Colorado Springs. About level some of the other nearby peaks. I missed a chance because there were too many trees just a little while back to get Pikes Peak showing again. I might have been able to catch a little. Let's see if the next 200 feet in elevation, if I can catch it again with more visible. Otherwise I'll try to catch it on the way back down. 10,568 feet in elevation now. Can get a clearer view of the city again for a while. Still trying to catch the peak. Probably going to go another 125, 150 feet in elevation further up before heading back down. Well, my elevation is 10,800 some odd feet. And that's it for me today. Still haven't caught a good view of Pikes Peak. A good half hour to 45 minutes because of all these trees in the way. Nice to look at, but I'll give you a reference. Right there, Colorado Springs, barely in view. Alright, gonna rest for a bit and then head back down. Alright, so it's not immediately clear from the lower right hand corner. I got just a little bit above 10,800 feet apparently. Although when I sat down and moved around the phone a little bit. Just now started back down. Very hard to catch, given the steepness. Be a portion of the peak as well. And this elevation is about the best way to get on the way back down, just under 9,000 feet. This was the milestone I set in March of this year. City getting a lot closer, but moving slower than usual, so I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get to the base. It took me 11 and a half hours. thing. $45,000 steps in one day. Boom. Hello, Professor Sargent here with you again. And I'm at about 12,004 feet. I've reached the tree line along Bar Trail. Check out that lake over there. In 12,000 some odd feet along Bar Trail. As you're seeing up there, Pikes Peak. I'm at the tree line. And for those of you that don't like vertical video, I agree with you. So here's a different way of looking at 12,000 feet on the Bar Trail. It's the tree line. Trees don't grow above this level. Nice little lake over there. So I'm assuming it's a nice lake. Maybe someday I'll get to check that out too. Quick screen record so that you can see down in the lower right corner the elevation that it's showing. This is how ugly I look at 12,000 feet. Ah! Jeez, I look disgusting at 12,000 feet, don't I? Whew. Turn this off. Don't do the shrooms. Don't do it. That's some good advice. And that's exactly what I'm doing, is climbing back down now. Just a little bit below me is the A-frame shelter. I'm gonna try to get right up to it here in just a bit. This would seem to claim that I've already come back down 500 feet. It's really more like just 100 feet. It's really hard to get agreement between the GPS measurement of elevation versus what this is showing here. But again, I'm headed back down anyway. Still on my way back down, not much time since I started that. Let's see here. See what the peak hasn't changed by much. Just want to show the A-frame. There it is. There's some cool rocks up there, by the way. But I'm going to walk down to the A-frame for just a moment, see what's up. And here I am. At the A-frame. Again, I have not come back down much further. Just want to see what we have going on at the A-frame. Somebody's left a bag here, and I don't see anybody around. My GPS says I'm back at 11,591 feet. Already the trees are back to making it difficult to see both the peak and the city. Again, I'm back down to what my GPS says is 11,591 feet. And already back to it being where the trees are making it difficult to see any portion of the peak or the city. I'm back down to about 10,700 feet and just broke off Bar Trail slightly to take a look at what's going on with the Bottomless Pit Trail. Not a very good view, but I assume that this is what they're talking about and that you get a better view within the next mile to 2.5 miles. And I'm not sure, but that might be Garden of the Gods at the extreme of the magnification. Again, I'm back down to 10,700 feet. Just broke off a bar trail for just a moment. I'm just a few feet off it onto the Bottomless Pit Trail. And it's talking about 2.5 miles to go to that. I'm not going to do that. I'm assuming that you get a better view over the next mile to 2.5 miles. Anyway, I think, I'm not entirely sure, but perhaps at the extreme of the magnification here that we have Garden of the Gods. I could be wrong about that though. It's easier to see further down. Remember kids, never look directly at the sun. Anyway, it's about 5:42 p.m. and I have perhaps another 4.5 hours to go. So, good thing I've got a flashlight. What did I just say, kids? Do not look directly at the sun. So after my video from about 5 weeks ago, the first time I reached Bar Camp, this by the way is the third time that I've reached it. I had one video titled Purify Your Water, and now I've seen people have found it by searching for how do you purify your water. Okay, well, yeah, I'm a professor, but I don't think I'll leave that question unanswered. I have just rented out this thing for $5. I filled up the bucket here in that stream, and what I'm doing is leaving this black thing in here. He says that it filters out the sediment, and you pump and it'll go, you know, have the other in there. So yeah, I'm going to try to filter my water as quickly as I can. First, for some perspective, I'm back down at about 9,685 feet, which would mean I've come down 2,400 feet, roughly. Okay. It was an exceptionally clear day, and on the way up, I was waiting to film until I got to my goal, but I was seeing detail, like folds, that I had never seen before. And I can't see them as well, but what I'm pointing at right now, it's about in the center of the screen. That looks to me like some sort of structure. And I'm wondering if that's where the railway goes to, the cog railway that goes up the mountain. But I don't know. And I think there was one other spot. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Just turned a little bit to the left here and walked a few steps back up the trail. And what I'm talking about is in between there. Again, I'm wondering if those are structures. And for those that would rather view this on a computer screen instead of the vertical stuff on the phones, again, those look like structures to me. And that looks like a structure to me. I'm wondering if that one is where the cog railway goes, the train that goes up the mountain. I am about to show what I think is what people would see from the Bottomless Pit Trail. Plus we're going to get some more perspective and get to see the peak again. So, peaks up there through the trees. Hopefully you can see it a bit. And we get this drop off. Over there we've got some rocks that are about at the level that I am. So I think in between we get some major drop off. And I think there's one more spot that I'll be able to film this from as well. And for those that would rather see the steep drop off from the point of view more like what you would look at on a computer, here it is. It's not letting me zoom in. But anyway, plus here's a look back at the peak. I'm guessing that I'm about 9,250 feet in elevation at this point. Alright, I am back down to 8,967 feet approximately. There's the peak. As you can see, it's getting dark out here, and I've probably got 2.5 hours to go. Probably a half an hour worth of light left. So I'm going to have to turn on a flashlight. Anyway, real quick. I said that maybe there'd be one more view of what they might be referring to as the bottomless pit. Whoa! Look at that drop off. Look at that drop off. Huge right there. All right. And for those of you that would prefer to see things the way you would see them on a computer, then here is our second look at what I think is what they refer to as the bottomless pit. Huge drop-offs. I hope they're showing up in here. Alright, there's probably only going to be one or two more videos for this series. Gotta get back down. I'm back down to an elevation about 8,510 feet, which would put me about level with the Manitou Incline. And the light is pretty much gone, although I'm getting some moonlight. Still, I'm probably going to have to turn on this flashlight pretty soon. Over here, maybe you can see it. Got a house light. There it is. And probably not going to be visible. I'm at the rock shelter that I sheltered from the rain twice back in March and then again around Memorial Day. But we've got the city of Colorado Springs over there through those trees. Hard to see. Here's the point of view for those that would rather look at it horizontally instead of vertically. Colorado Springs hanging out over there through those trees. Moonlight, and one of the houses that's up along the mountain, you can just see the light there. I'm gonna rest for a bit and then continue heading down. Unfortunately, it's gonna take about 2 hours. Not sure how well this is gonna show up, but I'm back down to approximately 7,500 feet. I'm at what's called the bow-out point for the Manitou Incline. There's nobody here. I have actually seen people here like an hour after dark before. Anyway, I've got about an hour left to get down. Or for those of you that prefer to see this as like what you'll see on the computer, here's the horizontal view from the bow-out point of the Manitou Incline. I've got about an hour left to get to the bottom. That was wild. I have just returned to the base about 14 hours after I started. Let's check out the Fitbit stats. That's right, 14 hours. Are you ready to see the Fitbit stats? Wow. Okay, just short of a marathon there. I got notification earlier during a brief time that I turned on the phone. I've been trying to conserve energy, but I turned on the phone and said I had gone 50,000 steps for the first time. And that's probably true even before I got the Fitbit. And here, one more piece of information here. I went at least 55,000 steps today. Woohoo! 6:17 a.m. on September 4th. Yeah, what the heck am I thinking? Alright. Here we go. Sounds like the creek is flowing pretty strong and fast right now. Well, there's our sunrise. Officially within about a minute or two, but yeah, whatever. If you look at that, 2 minutes later than sunrise was supposed to be, it's still not above the horizon. Come on, son. You're gonna win. Come on. Get over the horizon. There it is. There you are, wimpy son. You're like 4 or 5 minutes late. Man, what were you thinking? By the way, I brought sunscreen for when I'm out of the trees later on in the day. You tried to burn me up for insulting you this morning. You can't get me, man. You can't get me. Morning.
He looked at it when we were with him. He said, I have a number of mixed up. 27. I was like, that's close to 22. He's like, Chris, you didn't. He was like, that's not there. Sorry.
Alright, so I am about 45 minutes into this. No, I did not come up this way. So I'm going way higher than this. Who wants to guess just how far I'm gonna go? Oh, I'm recording somebody that's recording. He's recording me back. Infinite feedback loop.
I'm gonna pass you up there, but I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, it takes a little dexterity. Take it out your way.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, just touched you.
There's a view of the peak. Quite a ways away from it still so far. That didn't work. Yeah. Okay, guess I'll take it. It is now about 8:06 in the morning. A little less than 2 hours into this, and I'm at a elevation along the path that is about equal with the level where the summit of the Manitou Incline is. I expect it's going to take about 4 more hours to reach where I was about 3 weeks ago. Take a guess how far I'm going to try to go. Well, it's 10:08 a.m. I've been on this
That's pretty much
for just under 4 hours.
like 2 minutes after
I
that.
thought I was going to be at bar camp by now, but I've slowed down. Not all that far away from it though. And
Good job.
here's the first time that I'm filming the peak along this, and I wanted to zoom in. Last time I was here, I filmed this about 6 p.m. I was trying to point out that maybe there's some structures. Definitely that looks to me like a structure. Plus, if I zoom this out, you can see the folding of the terrain. Alright, that's all for now. Here's a quick look at bar camp again. Bought my own water filtration.
Can I use that when you're done there?
And brought it with me. Instead of having to rent one out. Give you a quick view of the other cabins around here. You can see them. There's another one. Well, that's the outhouse. Got some cabins and tents around here. And something real quick. Apparently this is the gravestone for the guy that built the trail. I'm about my halfway point and I'm about an hour behind where I wanted to be. So I'm going to get going. Well, it is 2:47 p.m. And based on the pace I was keeping the last time I was here, and how I was doing the first 2 or 3 hours this morning, I thought that I was going to be at the peak half an hour ago. That has not happened, and at this point it looks like I'm going to miss the 4 o'clock shuttle. So it looks like I was right about that structure. Still not sure how long it's going to take to get to it. I've missed my shuttle. I don't know if I have any other options. I might be on this mountain for the night. Trying to zoom in on Garden of the Gods there. There we go. By the way, there's a little lake. One lake. 2 lakes. And the lake that I had pointed out before when I was here about 3 weeks ago. I stopped at the tree line. Haven't seen one of those in years. Don't even remember if it's a beaver or badger or whatever the name is. A pretty wild view here up at the top of Pikes Peak. Just gonna show some of it real quick. Not gonna be a lot of detail or magnifying. Just, I need to real quick find out if I can catch the last train there back down. Here's the zoom in from Pikes Peak down to Colorado Springs. Here we go. Here's a zoom in on from Pikes Peak down to Colorado Springs.